Welcome back to the channel. This is the Action Figure Grader, and it's Friday. It's time to look at stuff that's for sale in a buy it now situation or at auction on eBay for Star Wars collectibles. I've got some vintage collection, a few CGC graded comic books, loose graded vintage Star Wars figures, as well as mint on cards. A huge selection here. And as always, in the video description, there will be eBay affiliate links for you to either buy it now, make an offer, or if it's an auction, you could place an early low bid using those links. Come back to try to win it later, and it'll credit the channel a small commission. It helps out with channel expenses. Thanks to those of you that actually use those eBay affiliate links in the video description. All right, we got a ton of items, so I need to go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with some vintage collection. It's not often you see graded SDCC Death Star box set exclusives, but there are two beauties that are on eBay right now. Both of them just got listed fairly recently. One of them is a UKG 90% VC66 Salacious Crumb. Beautiful example, and obviously in very high grade from that SDCC box set. So there is the Salacious Crumb. That's available in a buy it now situation for £1,000. There is also a make an offer option. Same seller also has the Mouse Droid UKG 90% gold level. That one also is listed at £1,000. Make an offer. So for those of you looking and you want a high graded example of either the Mouse Droid or the Salacious Crumb, there are two there, and you can make an offer and see if you can work out a deal with the seller. But two beautiful examples. I've got a few comic books before we dig into the vintage action figures. I've got a CGC Newsstand 9.8 for Star Wars issue number 42, the first appearance of Boba Fett and Yoda in standard size comics. Obviously a pretty iconic cover, and it is, again, the harder to find newsstand edition. You can see the barcode there in the lower left-hand corner. This one's at auction from a trusted seller that I've bought from myself, and this one ends Sunday evening late at, well, it's 12:23 a.m., technically Monday, so 11:23 Central Time p.m. So you might have to use some snipe software unless you are a night owl, which I am not. I'll be fast asleep by then. This one's at $870 right now. The Go Collect fair market value is between $1,200 and $1,300. So $1,300, $1,350 max is probably about the price I would aim for. But that's a very hard to find newsstand edition of Star Wars 42. Here is Star Wars 43 in a newsstand edition, and this one is actually in a buy it now situation with a make an offer. So newsstand edition, first appearance of Lando Calrissian in comics. Betrayal at Bespin, one of my favorite comic book covers from the vintage Marvel run. Make an offer, but it's listed at $290, which is actually below the Go Collect 30-day moving average of about $295 to $300. So it's already priced pretty well. There's 14 watchers on it. Make an offer, though. See if you can work out an even lower deal, but that's actually priced very well. Here's another one that's priced very well. This is Star Wars number 63. And while it doesn't have any big first appearances or anything like that, it does have a great cover between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker kind of fighting there. And this is from 1982. This is also a newsstand edition, so harder to find newsstand edition. Great cover. Now, it's listed for $250 with a make an offer option, and there are so few of these in a newsstand edition that have sold. Go Collect doesn't even have fair market values for it. The last one that sold was in October of last year for $450. This one's listed at $250 with the make an offer. So there's a good potential to get it well lower than where the last one sold. And it's a great looking cover, Luke versus Vader cover. It's also the return of Shira Bree, who later becomes Lumaya, the female Sith with the whip lightsaber. So very, very cool cover. 9.8 Star Wars 63 newsstand edition. Another one at auction is Transformers number 1, the first appearance of the Autobots and Decepticons. I've got this one in my own collection. This one is also listed by Blizzard Comics, the same seller that has the Star Wars 42 at auction. This one's at $760. The Go Collect 30-day moving average is around $1350. So that gives you a price target to aim for. It's still well below that. That one ends Sunday night as well at 11:24 Central Time. On to the vintage action figures. Here is a China raised bar Luke Farm Boy, graded UKG 85% with a buy it now of 375 pounds. Make an offer option, which is $471. Now, an AFA 85 would set you back I would think in the ballpark between $550 and $650. This one's at $471. Make an offer. I think that's a pretty good price. 14 watchers on that one. Very nice example. Here's another one that I might have shown before, but the price has dropped, and it's also a make an offer option. This is the ESB-D baggie. I think it's the D baggie for the Bespin Security Guard, graded CAS 85+. This is an extremely rare baggie, category 4 baggie. Trusted seller that I've bought from in the past, and he actually showed a screenshot from the SWCA website that was a baggie guide. This is a category 4 baggie, which is one of the rarest ones there is out there. A very, very tough character baggie combination to get, and it's in very high grade at CAS 85+. It's listed at $295. Make an offer. Very, very nice example there. Next up, I've got a couple of different red snaggletooths. First is a UKG 85 Spanish PBP variant listed for 160 pounds. Make an offer. It's a seller I've bought from in the past. Very nice Spanish example. Beautiful brand new case style and priced very well. I think at $201 plus shipping. I think that's a price I'd pay all day long. Another seller has a UKG 85% Hong Kong red snaggletooth. That one's listed for only 99 pounds, which is 124 US dollars. Pretty good price on both of those. This seller's got really cheap shipping, even from the UK to the US, of 26 bucks. So very good deal to get a UKG 85 red snags for basically 150 bucks. Pretty good deal, given that an AFA 85 can set you back $200 or more, even in auctions that I've seen. Next up, the same seller also has a blank raised bar. I think this is a French Meccano Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot. So usually I associate the blank raised bars with French Meccano figures. Very tough to get in a high grade, and this one's a UKG 85%. It's listed for 250 pounds, which is 313 US dollars. I can just tell you that, any high grade Luke X-Wing, it's very tough to get an 85, whether it's AFA, CAS, or UKG. But there was a CAS 90 that just sold, that was just the standard Hong Kong. And that one sold for about this price, maybe slightly below that. And it was a CAS 90. This is a UKG 85 for a harder to find blank raised bar variant versus the Hong Kong. The Hong Kong is very common. Blank raised bar in high grade, not so common. So I thought that was a really nice figure. And it's also a seller that we cover regular, Treasures from the Attic. At auction is a Vinyl Cape Jawa UKG 90. This is like the third or fourth one we've seen. And this one is yet another one that's for sale at auction. This one ends Sunday afternoon at 2:39 p.m. Eastern Time. And right now the bid is at 2,050 pounds, which is about $2,578. That one should go for a minimum, I would think, about $3,400 to $3,500 based on the last one that just sold last weekend. But there's another one there that's up, UKG 90% gold level. Same seller also has a UKG 85% yak face. That one's at 114 pounds, which is 143 US dollars, also in Sunday afternoon. AFA/CIB has some incredible items at auction that all end Sunday evening. So I'm going to do a rapid fire through a few of them. First is an AFA 85 loose graded Hong Kong Stormtrooper. It looks every bit of an 85, no discoloration on the limbs at all that I can tell. There's also a 12-back B Takara sticker Stormtrooper. So this one's graded AFA 75 plus with a yellowed blister. That one's at $691. Next up is a 21-back A Death Star droid graded AFA 80, punched example with the price sticker. That one's only at $197.50 as of the making of this video. So that one's definitely going to jump, and it's still low in case you want to bid early using the affiliate links. Next up is a mint in sealed box twin pod cloud car graded AFA 80. That's the first time I've seen one of these come up for sale at auction, if not ever, in a very long time. This one's at $630 right now. Next up is the Empire Strikes Back vinyl carrying case with Yoda in the upper right-hand corner. There's also another one with the Wampa, but this one is the Yoda version. This one's an AFA 80, graded, again, AFA 80, and this is a mint and sealed box example. So still factory sealed, and that one's at $202.50 right now. Also, CIB has several different 48 back Cs, which are always very desirable with that free Revenge of the Jedi offer sticker. First is an AFA 84 LOM. That one's at $227.50. The FX7 is graded AFA 85, very high grade, unpunched with the price sticker. And then the Zuckus is also graded AFA 85. That one is at $275 right now. So 3 different 48 back Cs are at auction. They also have the open belly version of the Tauntaun mint and sealed box graded AFA 80. That's at $405 right now. Next up is the Tri-Logo Yoda, and it does have a little bit of yellowing to the blister, so I wanted to point that out. AFA 75, card 75, blister 75, figure 85. It's the brown snake version with a very slightly yellowed blister, but that one's at $455. Next up is an AFA 85 Tri-Logo FX7, very high grade with the KB Toys 2-for-1 price sticker in the upper right-hand corner. That one's at $320. And then finally from CIB is this AFA 80 Plus low grade. These were made in Mexico, so it's still clear blister. These are Lily Letty figures. You can see on the back of the card there, it's got the made in Mexico somewhere, usually, if I can find it. There it is. Lower right-hand corner, it says figure made in Mexico below the proof of purchase. So these were made in Mexico by the Lily Letty factory, and this is the awesome low-grade Ewoks cartoon version, graded AFA 80 Plus, unpunched example, no price sticker. That one's at $365. So all of the CIB AFA auctions in Sunday evening. I hope you enjoyed this look. Make sure to leave a like for this video and use the affiliate links in the video description. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll be back soon.